back.
Ever tell you about the time I kicked LeChuck's butt?
Look, Guybrush, besides the fact that we'd all rather die than hear that story again, there's another reason you shouldn't go spreading that story around.
Largo Legrand is back on Scab. He used to be LeChuck's right-hand man. You don't want to get Largo on your bad side.
Do you guys know any piratey songs?
Sure, Fink here knows a million. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scab Island.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a scab on a pirate. And if you'll listen to me gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people aren't too friendly, the weather's not the best, the lodging's too expensive, and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scab is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force, and no jail in which to ride.
That was beautiful.
Do you guys know any more piratey songs?
Okay, here's one about a pirate, his parrot, and a tragic day at sea.
You're not gonna sing Polly the Squawker lives in Davy Jones' locker, are you? You know that one always makes me cry.
Sorry, Bart.
Do you guys know any more piratey songs?
Let me try one. Oh, 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 98 bottles of beer on the wall. 98 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 97 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 97 bottles of beer on the wall. 97 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 96 bottles of beer on the wall. Whoa, 96 bottles of beer on the wall. 96 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee.
508.
508 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 507 bottles of beer on the wall. Whoa, 507 bottles of beer on the wall. 507 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 506 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 506 bottles of beer on the wall. 506 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 505 bottles of beer on the wall. Whoa, 505 bottles of beer on the wall. 505 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 504 bottles of beer on the wall. Whoa, 504 bottles of beer on the wall. 504 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee.
42.
You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, 42 bottles of beer on the wall. 42 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 41 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 41 bottles of beer on the wall. 41 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 40 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 40 bottles of beer on the wall. 40 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 39 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 39 bottles of beer on the wall. 39 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 38 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 38 bottles of beer on the wall. 38 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee. You take one down, pass it around. Da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee. Oh, da-da-da-doo-ba-dee-dee.
Four.
4 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 3 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 3 bottles of beer on the wall. 3 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 2 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 2 bottles of beer on the wall. 2 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around.
508.
508 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 508 bottles of beer on the wall. 508 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 507 bottles of beer on the wall.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, I wasn't done.
Do you guys know any more parody songs?
Oh, I wish I could parley some French with Governor Marley. I'd say to her, voulez-vous.
Okay, that's enough. No songs about Governor Marley.
Looks like Guybrush is still carrying a torch for the governor.
Too bad he can't even talk to her in English.
Do you guys know any more parody songs?
Sorry, Mr. Sensitive. The only other songs I know are dirty ones about Governor Marley.
Me too.
Well, I'll see you salty dogs later.
That reminds me, do we have any weenies left?
Bum bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 bum ba bum ba ba bum ba 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 bum bum ba 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 bum 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 ba bum ba 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 bum bum bum